This is the Cov-Up, an Ibishu Covet pickup truck. It's a mod that's just been released for free on the BeamNG repo, and I'm going to be showing you all of the different variants. So here it is, an Ibishu Covet pickup, and I've got to say, we've got a pretty spacious bed back here. You can see compared to the normal Covet, it's quite a bit longer, but you do get a sizable rear bed. You can open it up like that, looks pretty nice, and look at this, a nice embossed Ibishu nameplate. In terms of engines and trims, basically it's the same as the Covet, but there are some custom engines, and we'll check those out a bit later. This is the base model with a 1.5 litre straight 4 petrol engine. So this is the first of the over 20 configs included in this mod that we're going to check out. And how does it drive? Well, it's a little bit heavier because of that rear bed, but it still drives like a Covet. This one is front-wheel drive. There are also rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive variants, which is really cool, and some off-roady ones. Whoa, it does seem to kind of have a bit more oversteer because of the weight at the back. But yeah, it's been integrated really, really well. It still feels kind of like the Covet to drive, still feels like a front-wheel drive hatchback, but you do get that massive rear bed, which is not bad. So this would fall into the compact, pickup truck sector. I guess it's more like a ute, an Australian ute. And I want to do a crash test with this thing, but doing a front crash would be kind of boring. You know, we've seen that all the time. So let's crash into the rear. Okay, so we've parked down the road and we're going to crash into it with an ambulance. Let's go. I know it's pretty ironic that we're going to be using an ambulance to crash into the Covet, but it's a big chunky vehicle and it should create a pretty spectacular crash. We're doing over 70 miles per hour now, and whoa! That is impressive. Did you see how much deformation there was? Oh my goodness. All that's left is the front passenger compartment. Let's remove the ambulance. Oh, we can't take the ambulance off. Come on. There's nothing left. But look at that deformation. It's not that bad. That's pretty good for a mod. And look at the frame underneath. You can really see the exposed metalwork now. So yeah, this mod has over 20 configs, and they're just added into the normal configs of the Covet. Let's check out something a little bit weird. This is the Covet Insanity rear-wheel drive. It's got chunky drag tires, a heavy crate in the back, and a rear-wheel drive swap. But not only that, it's got a 4.5 litre V8 with a supercharger, and apparently it does wheelies. So let's have a look. Ooh, a little bit. Second gear. Whoa, yeah, I can feel it. Ooh, sorry, man. Let's try that again. Into second and floor it. Go. Yes, that's a huge wheelie. What the heck? Whoa, yeah. Wow, that is good fun. I love cars that can do wheelies. Okay, let's see what speed we can get to on the motorway. So, 4.5 litre V8 engine, not diesel, petrol. And it's really, really quick. A lot of torque. Oh, it's very hard to control. Oh, that crate at the back is really unbalancing us. Oh, dear. That's bad. Oh, wow, there goes the crate. I'm just a mangled wreck. Look at that. And then at the other end of the scale, we've got the rear-wheel drive work truck. And as you can see, it's got a pretty nice looking bed in the back. It is really rusty though. I do like the detail on that. And this has a 1.8 litre petrol engine. So can we use it to drift? It has got rear-wheel drive. So, whoa, yes, you actually can. Nice manual gearbox. I think it's only got 5 speeds. I'm crunching it a bit. Whoa. This is definitely suited for a farm. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh, yeah. So there are several options for the rear bed. And first of all, you can fit a load to this, but it's only the wooden crate. You can't put the new delivery crates added in 0.31, which is unfortunate. You can, for some reason, put one in the front seat, but it's only a small one, not in the rear bed though, which is a shame. I hope that does get added. As for the bed itself, well, there's lots of different accessories. You can put a cover on it. There's a rack. What's the rack? Oh, like that with the ladders and stuff. The camper shell, so you can make it into a camper van. The headache rack, which I think... what is this? Oh, it's that thing. I think that's to stop stuff crashing from the back and going into the passenger compartment when you brake heavily. You've got the high cargo shell, quite like the Pigeon's bed back there. You can fit a roll bar, I guess if you go racing, and a taxi frame. Ah, yes, this. So I believe this is called a song Fei. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but in a lot of Asian countries, they use this as a taxi. So it's basically a pickup truck. They've added some bench seats on here and then a little bit of protection around the outside. This will be used in rural areas. What's it like to drive in America, though? Whoa, let's find out. Well, I've got to say the Covet is still a really nice handling car in rear-wheel drive. You know, French hatchbacks for a very long time used rear-wheel drive, and I don't know why they stopped. I guess it is cheaper to produce, front-wheel drive hatchbacks these days. Oh my goodness, I do like drifting it, but oh dear. Yeah, that does happen. I mean, this is basically one step up from a rickshaw, and there are rickshaw mods for BeamNG, but I would feel safer in one of these than a rickshaw, even though there's no seat belts by the look. How strong is the rear? Let's find out. Yeah, pretty strong actually. And now I'm on the beach to show you the Coast Guard variant. Look at this. This looks great. I guess they would use this kind of thing because you've got a little bit of space in the back here, split folding tailgate, to put people inside. Although, how are they going to sit in there? You'd have to be really, really short. We've also got light bars on the top. Does it have a siren? It does. Wow. And four-wheel drive. Oh, yes. And it works. Brilliant. So driving it on the beach is pretty good. The steering has gone really, really, like, numb. I've got no feeling when I'm driving on sand. That might be something that happens in BeamNG. But, whoa, I'm losing control. I need to stop swinging it round. But look, you can kind of drive on the beach. It's hard to get on and off, though. Oh, my goodness. It's fast, though. Oh! That's where you get on off the beach. Wow. And look at the way the frame has shifted. I really, really like that. And the stuff hanging off. But yeah, the rear sleeper bed is useful for more than just sleeping it. This one's the off-road variant, and I really love those rear lights mounted onto the roll cage. We've also got the little seats back there. I wouldn't want to sit there, but oh yeah, the light's really nice. And look how much it's been jacked up. You can see right up to the top of the shock absorbers. Okay, let's put it into four-wheel drive. I'm going to turn on the rear and front diffs. Now, I found this little hill here next to the city. Let's try and get up to that radio antenna. Could do with a bit more power, but she's handling it well. This is going to be tough. Yep, doing pretty good. Into first gear. Go, go, go. We have got a low range mode, which is good. In fact, we've got all the accessories in here. Yep, she's handling it absolutely fine, as we expected. And, I mean, you can go up a pretty steep hill in this thing. Yay! Here's the fun bit. Let's go back down and get as fast a speed as possible. And then jump off here. Here we go. Are we going to jump? Oh, yeah, we are into a tree. Oh, nearly. Whoa, brake, brake, brake. Okay, we stopped before the road, but wow, we're wrecked. This is the GTZ, a sports variant. And look at this rear bed. It's lovely. You have to open the top and then the rear. That's great. Now, there aren't many sporty pickup trucks out there. I guess the El Camino was from America, but stiffened suspension, 2-litre engine. Yep, pretty fast. How's it like to drive, though? Can we get some drifts going? Ooh, instantly. Yes, we can. Wow. That's a new area, by the way, in 0.31. There are more powerful ones than this, but uh-oh, thread the needle. Yeah, good. I have to say, though, I love the way this thing looks. That massive rear bed. I mean, it's a lot of wasted space, really, but for someone who wants a sporty pickup, this wouldn't be a bad option, would it? I mean, sitting here, I do feel like I'm driving a Covet until I look back and see that rear bed. That's when the game is given away. Right then, the street racing variant, and this one does have a turbo. It's also got a rear wing, and look at that. It makes the styling look so much better. Okay, it's got a turbo, but does it have an effect? Yes, it does. A lot of wheel spin. Let's go. Steers really, really nice. It's easy. I was about to say easy to control on the limit, but clearly not. Okay, let's go. I'm not a great drifter, as you guys know. Oh yeah, that burst of acceleration from the turbo makes it feel so much better. Glorious, glorious. Ooh, threading the needle again. Yeah, but it is quite sharp on the steering. And the brakes? Oh, no anti-lock, but very good brakes, actually. Whoa, this would be perfect for doing a little drift. Look. Whoa, I can't quite get it to drift. Ooh, too much acceleration. It's interesting how many of the variants have had rear-wheel drive. Pretty much all of them so far. Whoa, that's not bad. That was a good drift. Oh, we're going pretty fast right now, and it's still drifting even at this speed. Whoa, I can't see. Oh, we're going up the side of a hill. Stop. Oh, no damage. Wow. Now, this is epic. This is the MR Turbo box truck, and look where the engine is. It's in there. It's mid-engined. I mean, someone sitting there would definitely get their legs burned by the engine, but that's really cool. So the MR Turbo is usually the fastest variant of the normal Covet. How is this one? Yep, pretty fast. You can really hear that turbo. Of course, this is based on, I think, the Renault 5 turbo from the 1980s. I could be wrong, but she drives really well. This has always been one of the best handling rear-wheel drive cars in BeamNG, and those brakes, oh my, everything about this is just lovely. As good, well, almost as good as the non-pickup variant. Okay, let's put something in the rear bed and then see how it drives. Now, the wooden crate has adjustable mass, so we can go up to what? 1,000 kilos. Oh, it's riding on the shocks. Oh my goodness. This isn't going to be very fast. That's full throttle. I mean, this... Oh, it's like way slower. Oh, my goodness. What about stability? Well... Oh, it doesn't feel too bad. No, it's pretty bad. Wow. Do you recognize this? Well, it's a very special pickup truck because it's based on the pickup truck that Marty McFly got at the end of Back to the Future 1. And I guess Back to the Future 3, but still, it's based on a Toyota Hilux pickup truck that was gifted to him. And I've got to say, I love the look of this. I thought these were missing textures, but these are actually custom fog light covers that say BeamNG on the end. I love that. They're in four-wheel drive mode, and how does she drive? Well, very soft suspension again, and wow, look at this. I mean, it's not quite as big as a Toyota Hilux pickup truck, but it drives, whoa, so well. And feels just so 80s. I love it. This is the track truck, and it's designed specifically for racetrack driving. Let's see how it is. It's got the 1.5 litre petrol engine. Is it powerful? Well, it revs up to 8,500, and yep, that's powerful. I reckon a lot of the power is coming from the turbo. What are the brakes like? Let's see. First corner, braking. No anti-lock again, but very good brakes. And sharp steering. Very little body roll. Yep. That is pretty flat cornering. We've even got a custom looking handbrake. Look at that. Wow. I assume there's a race series out there that does actually use pickup trucks like this, or utes. Here we go. Probably in Australia, right? Are these popular in America anymore? Do people like convert their cars like this into these? I don't know. Would this have even existed back in the day? 6 gears. We're doing pretty well. Not a very high top speed. I guess this is geared more for shorter tracks. Here we go. Last corner. How fast can we take it? Probably about that speed, right? Yeah, nearly. Oh, just a little bit too fast. Whoa. Bit of tail-out action at the end. Right then, the corkscrew. How does it handle the corkscrew? Third gear? Maybe second's better. Don't change gear while you're going around a corner. Yep, pretty good. And it handles so flat that you barely feel the corkscrew. This is the Drag Covet pickup truck. It's got a 4.5 litre stage 3 V8 engine and a stage 2 supercharger. It's really, really powerful, but this is the Coverati. It says in the description, you know what this is, but I'm not sure I do. It does have a far more powerful stage 3 supercharger in it, and the engine is mounted here in the rear. Let's see how this thing drives. Okay, so we're in the Coverati and they're in the drag variant. Now, it does have a sequential gearbox, but we need to use the clutch. It's going to be a bit of a difficult start. Here we go. Revving it up. We are in first. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! That's really fast. Oh my goodness. Second gear. Where's he gone? Whoa! We're off. 160, 170. We were doing 175. They haven't even finished. They haven't even finished. Okay, quickly pause the game. 9.6 he did. 8.8. We were doing 175. They were doing 156. Wow. Okay, let's unpause the game and see what happens. We're at 200 miles per hour. This is... Whoa, that... Oh my goodness, that was brutal. And look how high we're flying. Whoa, straight over here. It's not very often you end up over here. That was quick. Wow, I mean, the whole body shakes because there's that much torque pulsing through the metalwork. This thing can barely take it. Right, there you go. Over torque risk already. We don't even have nitrous. Fourth. I mean, it's going to blow up, surely. Fourth, that's what we're doing. 220. How many gears does this thing have? That's fifth. It only has 5 gears. 245. Let's keep it going. Can we get to 250? Not quite. We've already lost like 5% of the fuel. We've only been going 30 seconds. Wow. Now that is an insane variant if ever I've seen one. Well, there you go, the Ibishu Covet truck, also known as the Covet by Dutchy Gamer. It's available for free on the repo. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. I really enjoyed that, but if you'd like to see another similar mod on the Hirochi Rush, click the video on screen now. It's one of my favorite mods of the year. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. That's all from me, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.